Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Do Soleil. I'm your host, Kerra Denel, and today I have the honor of sitting with this beautiful and talented young lady, Nailah Blackman. Welcome.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you. So Nailah Blackman is the granddaughter of Rash Shorty, who is the creator of Soca. Yes, you heard me, the creator of Soca, and her mom is also Abby Blackman. So let's jump right into this. Tell me, who is Nailah Blackman?
Nailah Blackman is a walking instrument, a creative. She's a widow and she loves having fun. So it's kind of weird that I'm speaking about myself in the third person, but
I love that. So, so you're recognized as the next generation mega artist in the Caribbean. How do you feel to be part of such a powerful movement?
I feel amazing. Like, I think it's about time that we've had new up and coming artists, people that are actually breaking through the circuits. I am all in support of anybody doing their thing, anybody young, anybody fresh, anybody new. Because, we have a really old industry here in Trinidad and Tobago, and all due respect to the greats that have been doing it for how long now. But I just feel like it's a time for something new, it's a time for change, and I'm excited to be somebody that people look as the next generation doing that right now. So I'm excited and amazed.
I feel the excitement. So tell me, being a female artist in the industry, what are some of the challenges that you face?
I've had a very, I would say, like a fairy tale kind of breakout, whereas
awesome.
I haven't faced a lot of like the challenges that other females would have faced. But one thing I do feel the pressure of is that being a soca artist in the Caribbean, in Trinidad and Tobago, there's a sort of like a sexualized culture where if you're doing soca, you're supposed to be sexy. Well, luckily for me, I'm naturally that way, so it's not like I'm stepping too much out of my bounds, but there is a pressure to be like overly sexualized and all that, and I just feel like that's not good for any young girl coming up wanting to do something different. That's not saying that that's my story, but some people may not feel that way about it. I would say it's a lot of work, and you just have to be really diligent, and you have to bite the bullet and like suck it up and do what you have to do, you know what I mean? And just be self-sufficient, self-resourceful, and yeah.
So is that the message that you would leave for younger girls that are just chasing their dreams and, chasing their passion?
That is part of my message, definitely, but I would say most importantly, know yourself. And then be yourself.
Amen.
So you have to know yourself before you can be it, because coming out into some place, like, everybody has an opinion about you. Everybody's gonna tell you how to be, how to look, how to act, and you just have to know who you are and understand where you stand in order to keep yourself grounded, because it's really easy to lose yourself. It's really easy to, in the limelight, feel like if your whole world is ended because everybody is talking about you, saying untruths.
Yeah.
Everybody's like having something to say, and that's a good thing, but you have to know how to receive it. You have to know how to like go about being yourself, what I mean?
And loving yourself is a
and
huge
loving
aspect
yourself
as well.
exactly. Once you know yourself, you would have to love yourself, because if you know yourself and you don't love yourself, hey, you know what I mean? It's kind of, it goes hand in hand, I feel like.
Okay, awesome. So what are your international goals? I know I've watched other interviews and I've read up on things about you, and I know that you've said that, long term you definitely want to take it global. So what are your international goals?
Well, I definitely would love to take soca music to the world. Right now, soca music is all around the world, but people are not calling it soca. And I believe that it's important for us as Trinbagonians to stand for what is rightfully ours, and to show people it came from somewhere. It didn't just pop out of nowhere. It came from somewhere, and this is where it came from. So I would love to take soca music to the world and beyond that. I'm a lover of music. I don't put myself in a box, even though I'm a soca artist. I believe in doing everything. I love jazz. I love pop. I love reggae. I just want to be the best Nailahs Nailahs I can be. You know what I mean? People be like, oh, you want to be the next Rihanna, the next.
Yeah,
I want to be
be
the
the
next
next
Nailah
Nailahs.
Blackman. You know what I mean? So, internationally, I just wanna do great music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do great music.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Now I know you play the guitar.
Yes, I do.
I cannot play any instrument to save my life. How old were you when you learned to play the guitar?
I started playing the guitar when I was 11 years old.
Okay.
And songwriting came about when I was like 12 years old. Yes.
Were you self-taught?
Yes, well, yeah, I was. I did do classes later on, but initially I started learning on my own. My mom, I actually asked my Aunt Marge to teach me how to play the guitar, and she was just like, no, I'm not teaching you how to play anything. If you really want to learn how to play the guitar, you're going to learn on your own. And I was just like, okay, cool. So my mom taught me a few chords. She taught me some of her songs. And from there on, I just kind of figured it out. And then, like, 3 or 4 years later, like, I took classes, you know, got into classical guitar and just like expanded on it. And yeah, but I still am more in my zone of what I know, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you play any other instruments?
I do. I play the piano and little bit of piano. I'm still like a so-so on it. I put my all into the guitar.
Yeah.
But pan and piano are my two other
which pan you
instruments. The tenor pan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I learned a little tenor bass. I'm a bass girl. But I tried to learn tenor.
I love the cello. I love the cello. I always wanted to play the cello pan, but I never really got there.
Okay. So, what would you say is your songwriting technique?
I would say writing a song, every time it's different, you know what I mean? Sometimes you get the melody first and you want some lyrics to go along with it. Sometimes you get the words, some words that really resonate with you, and then you try to find a melody to it. It depends on if I'm playing with my guitar, if it's something in the studio. It just all depends. The shower is the best time for just creative energy to flow, or either running or walking. If I'm stuck with a song, I always find my inspiration that way. Sometimes I could just pick up my guitar, sing, and the words that come out are just naturally sounding good, naturally making sense. You know, every songwriting process is different, so there's no exact formula to how you write a song.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't know because I can't write a song or sing a song. So. Now, in 2017, you made your Soca debut.
Yes, I did.
With Workout.
Yes.
With Kes. So how was that? Like, that was a transition from
That was a huge transition.
pop music, indie music to soca.
Yeah. That was an amazing transition. I've always wanted to do soca music. I just, I've been to different producers, different studios in Trinidad, and every time I ask, the producer, I want to do a soca, they all be like, nah, don't do that, that will spoil you, that will spoil your style, whatever. Anson Pro was actually the first producer that was like, yes, let's do it, So stepping onto the soca stage, while I was doing my music with my guitar, I always wanted to dance, I always wanted to move, but I felt like I couldn't do that behind my guitar. So I always wanted to break through to do something where I get to dance and I get to move and I get to express myself, you know what I mean? So having Workout and being with a prolific artist like Kes, it was just the perfect platform to really set the stage. And I am not used to those kinds of crowds, those kinds of, like, I'm used to the more quiet, like, people, an intimate setting that, they sit down and they listen to you,
Right.
Now we're at the clubs, we're at the fests, people just want to have a good time, they're drunk. It was something really different, and I really embraced it, and it was a lot of sleepless nights, it was a lot of going, but I welcomed and enjoyed every moment of it.
Okay. So, Baila Mami is my all-time favorite song. Like, I turn into the top Latin American singer every time I hear it. So that song makes me feel really good, really happy. It's just like no worries in the world. You just zone into it. So do you have one of those songs that put you in that frame of mind that's not a Nailah Blackman song?
I have many songs like that, so it's kind of hard to just say,
So
okay, this is my
3.
one song. Okay, my top 3, you see? Oh, why would you do that?
Okay.
This might take a while.
We can do one of each
10
genre.
minutes later.
So maybe one soca, one pop, one R&B.
Soca. This is hard. Okay, this is hard. Okay, could we start with the R&B? R&B,
Yep.
I guess that would possibly be, is Wild Thoughts considered an R&B?
Kind of ish. It's like a in between.
It's like pop R&B,
Yeah.
like
we'll give you that one.
okay, right. So Wild Thoughts, definitely. Wow, you know what I mean? Pop Feels. I'm talking all about the new.
Yeah.
Pop Feels by Calvin Harris and Katy Perry. Yeah, that's my jam. That's definitely my jam. Soca. Okay, let me say this wisely.
Or we can go with reggae.
We could do reggae. Yeah, let's do reggae. Definitely.
Bears Hammond?
No, I'm all within you right
Okay.
now. Do it for the love, me not do it for the likes. Even though that's kind of like
really like
reggae
that song,
dancehall, so
Yeah.
it's like it's in the middle, right? That's a good song, right?
endorse that statement.
Chronics is
Yeah.
definitely the truth. Yeah.
All right. So tell me, you collaborated with Shensia from Jamaica.
Yes, I
What was
did.
that experience like?
That was just it was an amazing experience, but it happened so quick because everything, like, Anson and I started working on Badish. One day, Shensia came down the next day, recorded, same night. Next day, we had a performance, which was the show that she came down for. And then the weekend, we were shooting the video in Tobago.
Oh my gosh.
And so it was just like back to back. It was amazing experience working with her. We also went to Jamaica with, the Captain Plex. It was honestly, we pulled miracles off that day. Like, not that day, that 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was miracles being pulled off. Anson and Plex are real troopers. They almost got lost in a country that they got lost in a country that they've never been to. Right? It was a mad scene, but it was amazing. Yeah.
Okay, those are always the best too, when those creative minds come together. Nothing planned and you just, make something
Made it
magical.
happen, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. So you're currently one of the most, you're generating the most views right now as a Trinidadian female artist, which I'm
Thank
like,
you.
wow, I'm so happy to be sitting next to you right now. So tell me, like, what drives your success?
I think it's just the need. Like, I've always wanted to do this. Ever since I was a child, I've always wanted to be an international superstar. I always saw myself being this prolific performer. It was always my goal. It was always my dream. I never was like, oh, maybe I should be a doctor. That was never a thought in my mind. Like, from since I was born, from since I could speak, I knew what I wanted to be. So if I'm waiting all my life to do this and I have my chance, how could I not take it?
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't not get up in the morning and think, okay, let me finish this song. Okay, let me finish this video. Okay, so it's just, my brain is wired like that. So I'm just really happy to be working with good people and having the means to get it done. You know what I mean?
You were born for this. That's what it is.
I know I was. Yeah.
So let's talk fashion really quickly. You are Miss Fashionista. I know that you design some of your own things.
I do.
Which is super awesome. I'm going to have to call you to get some pieces. So what would you say are your go-to items? Like, what are your must-have items in your closet?
My must-have items in my closet is definitely a true. What I call a true is what people call many different things. It doesn't have to be like, so a throw to me is like, it could be a kimono, it could be a jacket, it could be anything that you just throw over,
Okay.
right? So I must have something to throw over because I'm really skimpy. So I love my shorts, right? I love my crop tops. So when you want to look like a slut, but you don't want to look like a slut, you just throw something over, right? So everybody needs a throw, right? Yeah, so, and heels. I love feeling superior. I need to have my heels. I'm paying for it now. My ankles really hurt.
Right.
But I need to have my heels.
Yes,
Yeah.
you look good. Hey, beauty is pain, right?
Yes.
So, what would you say is your latest fashion obsession right now?
My latest fashion obsession would definitely be those sparkly tights. Those sparkly fishnet stockings.
Oh, yeah. Like the Carnivalista ones.
Yes. They're so amazing. You can dress up any outfit. I just got them. I'm so excited.
Girl, you're going to be living in those, trust me. So, what celebrity style do you admire most?
Which celebrity style do I admire most? I mean, who doesn't love Rihanna, right?
No, I was going to say that was mine.
Who doesn't love Rihanna? But I definitely love Solange. I think she has a really unique style.
Yeah.
And I love watching all her videos and anything that she does. Yeah.
She's very left of everything.
Yeah.
She doesn't follow trends.
Yeah. She's very Afro-punk.
Yeah.
And at the same time sleek. So that's cool.
Okay, I feel that. Now tell me, your EP, Soca.
Yes.
Talk to me about this. What is the inspiration behind this? And I know it's not SOCA,
but
it's
SOKAH. Right, so Soca to me is a movement. You know what I mean? It's brand new, but yet so old. Soca, SOKAH, is actually the original spelling of soca when it was created by my grandfather.
Okay.
Right? Soca was the soul of Calypso. That's where you get SO. And KAH represented the East Indian influence, right? So to me now, it's a movement. It's my brand, it's my band, it's my EP, and it's I would say it's my movement. You know what I mean? It expresses who I am right now, and the EP itself is basically bringing light to the evolution of soca music. It's like letting the past meet the new.
I
right?
love that.
Letting the past meet the new, and let's evolve. Like the only way that we can evolve is to know what we really were. And a lot of people in Trinidad, they are not educated about where soca really came from and what was put into it. You know what I mean? So I kind of just want to bring back a little bit of the essence on this EP. There's a lot coming from it. I have my 3 released singles so far on the EP, which is Urko, Baila Mami, and Badish. And we're having a lot more to come. I have a reggae track on it,
Ooh.
Dangerous Boy. I'm going back to my roots of my acoustic guitar vibes on it as well, with a track called Make It Stop. And I have 2 of my most vibrant songs for Carnival, which is Soca, the title track of the EP, and Oladoy, right?
Okay.
And it's just one of the most, if you think Baila Mami is your feel-good song, you need to listen to the whole EP.
You guys gotta slip it to me beforehand.
Will do, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, the Du Soleil family is surely looking forward to that. I know your launch is happening on December 20th.
Nope. December 2nd.
December 2nd.
Which is actually my 20th birthday. That's where you got wrong.
Well, it's the 2 and the 20.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's my 20th birthday and I'm having a launch on San Fernando Hill,
okay.
right? Which is actually a really it's like a real, that location means a lot to my family because they actually shot the first music video for Watch Out My Children on that hill, when that hill was not really even much.
Right.
You know, now it's all
like a tourist attraction.
Yeah, now it's a tourist attraction, but before that hill was they just cut it down and it was just some rocks and it was nothing much, you know what I mean? So I just thought it was really good to come bring back to the roots, the soil. You know, my family's from South, we're all South people, and I just felt like South doesn't have much happening. And it'd be really good to have a concert where people could come out, enjoy themselves, and just have a good time, taking good music and feel good energy. And I'm just really excited because it's my 20th birthday.
Yeah, that's a big one for sure. I'll definitely try to fly in for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of feel good, you performed at Caribbean Strong's benefit concert. I mean, that concert was wow. Every artist was out supporting our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. What was that like for you?
That was amazing, honestly. I was so happy to see so many people coming out to support, so many people coming out to do something positive for our Caribbean brothers and sisters, our neighbors, you know, looking out for a film. And it's love, it's peace, it's unity, and that's really what Soca stands for. So I felt like that was such a great thing to be done at this point in time in Trinidad. And I was really happy because, you know, I haven't performed with Kerra in a while, so we reconnected on the stage for that.
You could feel the chemistry. You
definitely
feel it. So.
You know, Kerra is all new with his hair, and I'm all new with my hair. So it was like, you know, it just happened, and I was just happy to bring positive energy to the people on stage, and I thought the concert was amazing.
It definitely was, for sure.
Until we end up going until we end up on the ground.
We never over.
the crown.